Welcome to On The Beat, your weekly preview of the weekend's racing. I'm Dave from Dream Thoroughbreds, and with me is Lenny from Bluegrass Bloodstock. How are you, Lenny?
Very good, Dave.
That's good. We're here at the offices of Bluegrass Bloodstock tonight. A little bit of bad weather today, and we couldn't get to Moonee Valley. And Moonee Valley is the venue of Friday night's racing, with Black Caviar going for her 24th win in a row. So she runs in the Group 1 William Reid Stakes over 1,200 metres. And so any comments on Black Caviar tonight, Lenny?
I won't be laying her.
No, we won't be laying her. She goes for her 24th win in a row. She's unbeaten, and it'd be un-Australian for anyone to actually beat her. So we wish her all the best. She's 20 rating points better than her rivals, and she actually is getting 2 kilos off them. So you would think she's on the bit and unbeatable. But in Sydney on Saturday we've got a great day's racing, and we've got 3 Group 1 races. And the first Group 1 is the Ramvet Stakes over 2,000 metres, a weight for age race. And who do you like in the Ramvet, Lenny?
Dave, I'm sticking with Silent Achiever. The mare from NZ, I loved her run last up, but she was second up in the mile. She ran a really good 4th there. That wasn't beaten far, about a length. Worked home really nicely behind Shootout. Weight for age. She steps up to the 2,000 here. 3rd up, should be peaking for it. She did beat Ocean Park in New Zealand over 2,000 at Group 1 level. Yeah. And she ran 3rd to Laser Hawk and Ocean Park in the Guineas over the 2,000 last prep. So you know she excels at the trip, and I think she'll get good speed from Sangster and 5.5 Star. Yeah. And she's drawn the middle, which I think is going to really suit. She'll get back, and a horse like Foreteller seems like he might give her a nice passage into the race.
Yeah, she's definitely a big chance, but I just can't see how they beat 5.5 Star in this. It's his 4th run in, rock hard fit, huge run in the Australian Cup last start, a fortnight ago. I actually think he gets a fairly easy lead here. And if they don't take him on, he's going to run home his last 600 in 33, just a touch under 34. I just think it'll make it very hard for anyone to catch him. So yeah, he's on the bit for mine. The next Group 1 on the card is the Coolmore Classic for fillies and mares over 1,500 metres. Ripper race, this one, Ripper race. Who do you like in this, mate?
I'm sticking with Norzita, Dave.
She let us down last time.
She did. She really impressed me first up. I think she got a lot of people with her win at the Valley.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
She did, but she looked like she was there to win second up, but she just raced a touch flat. I don't know if it was made look worse by the finishing burst of Flying Schnitzel, or whether she was going slow or what it was. But I think 3rd up here, the 1,500 metres, I think that's going to suit her down to the ground. She's a Flight Stakes winner over the mile. She's got the Bart Cummings polish. She's got the track and distance record. I think it's drawn in the middle as well. I think she'll take a power beating. Yeah, the 3-year-olds are really well weighted in this race compared to the older mares. But I've looked at this race so many times. I just keep coming back to appearance here. I just think she's already a Group 1 winner over a mile. The 1,500 will find a couple of these out over the last 100 metres. A couple of these leaders will find it hard to run out 1,500 metres strongly. She'll be very strong over the 1,500. She's drawn barrier 2. The pace is on the outside. They'll come across. I think she'll get a suck-up run along the fence. And I think a couple of 3-year-olds will drift back, Norzita and maybe Dear Demi. Yeah, I just think she'll get the run on the rails and sneak up on the rails, and I think she'll poke her head through the very late. And at $15 each way fixed odds, I think she's a bet to nothing. But a very open race in saying that. Luck will play a part in that race. The final Group 1 on the card at Rosehill is the Canterbury Stakes over 1,300 metres, another weight for age race. And again, a really good race here. So who do you like in the Canterbury, mate? It's a ripper, Dave. Yeah. Sticking my neck out a little bit here. I know that the flavour's going to be Piero and more joyous, but I think Moment of Change. He's run 2 seconds in the 2 premier sprints in Australia at Flemington, carrying big weights. Yeah. The thing that gets me in this race is he's 2 runs in and he's hard fit. Yeah. A lot of these horses have been going through the Sydney winter. Yeah. They're first up, and I think when the push comes to shove that last bit, He's got that fitness on his side, and the only thing I worry about it is a little bit is his gait. He's drawn wide, but I think he's hard and fit at this time, and even if he covers a little bit of extra ground, I think he's going to take a power beating.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe a change too is the one in this race. I think he's rock hard fit for this. He'll be a lot more revved up than a couple of these other ones that are coming off a first or second up run. He'll sit just off the pace behind Rain Affair. Rain Affair will lead this. And I think when he puts the rest of the field to the sword at the 300, I think he'll take a super horse to run him down, and I'm just not sure the others are fit enough to get him. So he opened up $6. He's been backed into $4.80. I still think he's good value at $4.80 against the two favourites. So I think he's a bet to nothing each way. So and I do actually think he's Group 1. He has won the Group 1, and I think he's Group 1 class. So he's on the bid for mine. But some great racing there at Rosehill. Ripper's Day worth of punting. Stable news, Lenny. What's your stable news for the weekend, mate?
Oh, we just had we didn't get the win, but we had a little bit of luck with a horse of Wes Hunter's that we purchased an interest in for some clients in WA.
Yep.
He just got beaten a lip. We thought he won it at 50 to 1 today.
Yeah.
He's only a 2-year-old, little God's own, but he'll be winning in town very soon.
What's the name?
Mio. Yeah. He's got some form there. He goes alright.
It was nearly Christmas come early, wasn't it?
It was.
Or Easter. Stable news for us. Last week we had Charles in Charge, who won the Adelaide 2-year-old Magic Millions Classic. He's made a 2 from 2 for this son of my boy Charlie. He has gone to St Ives now for a deserved break. And we're likely to see him back for the early spring races, so he's done a good job to date.
He's been very impressive, hasn't he, Dave?
Yeah, he has, yeah. Whether he's up to spring class, we're not sure, but we're going to give him a crack at the early spring races, and if he measures up, we keep going. If he doesn't, there's lots of other options for us. So, but he hasn't let anyone down to date. And tonight we've got Chosen Moment running in race 3 at Moonee Valley. This is in a 3-year-old 1200 metre race worth 100,000. Very even race. Very even race. I think it's $5 the favourite, the field. We think he's a chance. He's blinkers on for the first time. He's been working in blinkers for the last 2 or 3 weeks and worked really well in them. So we're pretty confident he'll be right in the finish. But in saying that, even race, luck and running, you'd want to get 8 to 1. He's about 8 to 1. So 8 to 10 to 1 is about his price. And hopefully he'll stick his nose out at the right time for us. Okay, so your best on breeding, Lenny. Who's your best on breeding for the weekend, mate?
Best on breeding this week is at Caulfield, race 3, number 8, Satin Rock.
Yep.
Robert Smyrn's horse. She was purchased for $150,000 from the 2011 Premier Sale in New Zealand.
Yep.
By the champion Australian sire in 2011-12, Fastnet Rock.
We love Fastnet Rocks.
Yeah, needs no introduction. Yeah, the fillies. Moshines and Atlantic Jewels and all those, she's out of a stakes winning mare in Satin Robes. This is a family of the Group 1 winning sprinters of Recurring and Lady Madonna. It's a really fast family. 2 stakes winners have been produced on this Fastnet Rock, an array of cross, and they are Rock Classic and Guide.
Right.
Or Jive,
my value bet, I've got one value bet at Moonee Valley, race 6, number 6. This is Friday night. There's only one, sorry. She was ridden quite quietly last start in a race that was had a slow tempo. They sprinted and it just didn't suit her, and she couldn't get over the top of them, but she only got beaten 1.5 lengths. I don't think it was the best ride from McNolan that night, to be honest. But the level weights, she's back to level weights in this race. She was giving everyone weight last start. She's won at Moonee Valley, goes extra well for Daniel Stackhouse, who's back on her. And I expect with the rail true at Moonee Valley tonight, Supers will not be disadvantaged, and I think she's great value at $6.50. And anything above $6.50, I think she's a bet to nothing each way. And I really do like Spirit Song number 2 for the Quinella. So those two, you can Quinella them up and hopefully get a good result. Okay, on the bid specials for this week, Lenny, who do you got on the bid special?
Dave, race 6, number 1 at Caulfield, ready to rip. Great run first up down the straight, only just missed with the big weight. Gets to his home track here. Peter Moody polish. He's won the Bletchingly. Will cross from the wide gate and just lead. He just wins for mine. Go the Knuckle, I think, is going great guns in the same race, and I think he's a great Quinella bet. He ran into a horse that was probably had an unfair advantage last start, so I'll be taking him in a Quinny.
Very nice. I like Saturday Rosehill Race 1, number 1 Hot Schnitzel. Got a really good opinion of this horse. He had a relatively quiet spring with only 3 starts, and I think that'll hold him in good stead to launch into a big autumn campaign. He's carrying top weight of 59 kilos and giving the entire field weight, and there are some speedy customers involved, but he is a class horse of this race. He's got the class jockey on with Hugh Bowman to overcome the disadvantage of the weight. He's trialled up nicely in prep for this race and just loves the Rosehill circuit where he's trained. He's 480 fixed odds into 440. Just think he's great value in a relatively soft race for mine. I just think he's on the bit and too good for them. Off the bit lays, Lenny. Who are you laying this week?
Dave, I was going to lay Hayless last week and we missed out. I thought I was going good, but this week we're going to Caulfield, race 4, number 3 British General. Drawn wide in a small field. I think that's going to really affect him. He's going to get trapped deep. Horses for courses too. This horse
he hates Caulfield.
Hates Caulfield. Goes no good there, and he's also, I've found he's going up in the weights too. He's getting up to 56.5, so he's weighted up to his best here. So he's got too many things against him at the $2.70 quote for mine.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that as well. And I'm going to go for a big one. I'm going to Rosehill again. Gay Waterhouse trained, race 8, number 7 More Joyous. She's got a great first up record, I'll give you that. But it's never been a Group 1 company like she's meeting on Saturday. It's been against the fillies and mares generally. This is a hot race, and there are a couple of horses that have the fitness advantage on her. She will probably sit back midfield, and I just think when the pressure goes on, she'll be lacking that rock hard fitness to drive to the line. A risk for mine at about $2.50, I think she is. No,
I'm with you there.
Not with her. Yeah, off the bit for
mine.
mine.
Hope Mola's not watching.
Yeah, Mola will be very upset. Good luck with your punting this weekend. It's a ripper weekend of punting, Friday, Saturday. So hopefully you finish ahead. Good luck.
Cheers, guys.
See you later.
See ya.